to the hardware store to see my old friend Bob. I said my roof it leaks, my rug's a mess, and my front door needs a new knob. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, "You need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house, they'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home repairs and solutions."
And welcome to the Home Repairs and Solutions Show, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air, your authorized Amana dealers. The hosts for Home Repairs and Solutions are Mary Pearson and Mark Withers. And now here's Mary and Mark.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
Good to know. It's always wonderful here on Friday mornings.
It is.
And we're going to have another beautiful day.
Yes, we are.
I got up this morning and looked out over the lake, and the sun was coming, and it was gorgeous.
Oh, I bet it was.
And then the clouds showed up.
Yeah, a little cloudy. We got a little cloud cover
cloudy,
going on, you know.
But that's okay. That's all right.
You know what we always say? The sun always shines right here every Friday morning, right here on AM 560 KWTO.
It does. And yeah, it's really interesting. I was talking to a gentleman this morning over at the office, and he was asking Angel about the person who was doing all the radio, and she said, "Yeah, that's Mary. She's here." And so he wanted to talk to me.
Well.
And he said he might be in his car, and if he was, he'd be listening in. So if you're listening in, have a safe trip, and thanks for listening.
Absolutely.
He's with Ozark Electric.
Well.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just never know who's listening. It's always fun to
don't.
find out. You know, people call in and say, "Oh yeah, I hear you on the radio." So we like that. We like for people to be listening in. And hopefully they get some great information off the show.
Sure.
Maybe we help them save a little bit of money, give them some good tips, and make their life easier.
That's right.
That's our goal.
That's our goal. That's what we want to do. You speaking of people that you never know who's listening. Why back several years ago when I was doing the program, I got back to the store, and the guy said, "You had a phone call, a guy named Tommy Overstreet." Well, Tommy Overstreet was a country entertainer. Mm-hmm. And I thought, it can't be the same one. So I called the guy back, and sure enough, it was. He listened to me on the program, and so did, I found out, Mo Bandy from
Really?
Entertains. Mo used to listen, and still may, I don't know. But yeah, sure did. So I thought that was kind of cool. So you just
cool.
never know who is listening. And there used to be, he is. I see him around this station all the time now. But he used to be at another radio station in town, and I won't mention his name. But he used to switch over and listen to me when I was on, because he came into Herman's and bought stuff I talked about to do his deck. So
I see.
So yeah, Woody P. Oh, I shouldn't have said that, but anyhow.
Anyway, it slipped out.
It slipped out, but he used to listen. And, when he was with the other.
With the other
place, yeah.
Was he ever somewhere else besides here?
No. So you just never know.
That's true. Well, if you're famous, if you're rich and famous and listen in, let us know.
Yeah, we want to know about it. Bring us some money.
Just tune in and listen. It's just fun to see who all listens in.
It is. And we do have a wide variety of guests on and stuff, and we focus on local businesses.
We do.
And because that's what we like to try to promote. And we have some wonderful businesses around Springfield that is locally owned, and so we urge folks to check that out. But whether it's stuff that or either you need a pet sitter,
Amanda Brown,
or you need construction on your house. That's what we're here for. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything and just have a good time and try to pass some information along that will help you in just everyday needs.
That's true. And you can interact with us live on the show.
That's right.
That's real simple.
It is.
You just have to pick up the phone and give us a call.
Yeah.
And if you are local, that number is 862-9977. If you're out of the area, it's 1-800-375-0056. Or if you're a Verizon user, you can just do star 56. Or you can also send us a text if you're shy and don't want to be seen on the air.
That's right.
Then you can send us a text.
Yep, 417-838-3192. And we did have a couple texts come in last week, I believe.
Yes, we did.
And so,
we sure did.
We'd love to hear from you, no matter how you want to do it. Why, we want to hear from you.
Lots of ways to contact folks these days.
Yep, that's right. Hey, I want to say hi to a good friend of mine, April, down in Branson, Missouri has Auntie A's family daycare, childcare, and I want to say hi to her down there.
Because she listens in, doesn't she?
She listens in. That's right. She does. So,
well, I'm sure that we're a calming moment in her otherwise crazy day if she has a daycare.
I'd say probably so.
Maybe they're all napping or something.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, we got a guest here today.
We do.
And it has some just really, really neat things to talk about. And, it's that time of year when we start, a lot of new construction going on, or we think, we stand and look at our house and say, boy, we'd like to do something to really make our house stand out, look a lot better. What can we do? Well, they can get a hold of Bill Ragsdale down at Fraley Masonry, and Bill can tell you everything that you need to know about stone, brick, all kinds of stuff. And he's going to tell us all that kind of stuff.
That's right, because he's the expert, so we're going to let him talk.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm really the expert, yes. Yeah.
Glad to have you here today with us, Bill.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here in the show.
Tell us a little bit about what you all do down there.
Well, we're, like I said, a locally owned company. The company was actually established, I think, back in 1991. And we're a Centurion stone dealer, which is a cultured stone product. We also have natural stone that we sell as well. We also offer installation of the stone products and things. We also sell masonry products for brick. We do brick as well. We sell that. So we have quite a variety of different products, things that people have an option of, different price levels, different looks. Just depends on what your what your desire is.
Right. Now, do you all sell like stuff if a person wanted to make them an outdoor patio type deal? Maybe build them an outdoor grill, fire pit, and all that. Do you guys have all that kind of stuff too?
Yes, we do. We sell Belgard pavers as well as their block and things from Belgard. We also do outside. We have outside fireplaces, fire pits, things. We have a gentleman that has designed some fire pits there. We have an outside display there of different products, so you can come by and look at it, and find the one that you like, and we can get it built onto your property.
Awesome.
One of my favorite things to do, and we're kind of getting to the time of the year where you're going to be able to do this. I love to have a little fire outside, a fire pit or some way to have a little fire outside. We've done it a couple times already when we had some of those nice Saturdays and the neighbors come over, and it's just a really neat thing to do. I don't know what it is. There's just something about being around a fire and, with friends and family and neighbors, and it's just a very relaxing, fun thing to do. The last time we did was a few weeks ago, and we had all these stars out, and it was just a beautiful evening. So if you don't have a fire pit or if you don't have something like that, it's just a great stress release, I think.
Right.
And so, and I guess in the city, if you have a contained pit or something like that, it's okay to have fire in the backyard. Is that correct? Inside the city? Do you know, Mark?
Well, I think it is.
I think you can, as long as it's not just open on the ground, but if it's in a structured type thing.
Yeah, and the only reason I kind of remember that is because when we had our fireman friend in here, we talked a little bit about that, I believe. And
I was thinking he said that was okay as long as it was in
a contained area. Yes. Yeah. And we do offer different sizes of the fire pits as well. We have a small one, which would be about a 4-foot fire pit around, on the outside or square, either one. And they go up from there, depending on how much wood a person wants to cut and burn.
Yeah. That works out great if you got a lot of trees on your property. But hey, even if you have to go buy a little wood, it's not going to kill you.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So
it's a great thing to do with your kids.
Yeah, it is. And I remember as a kid growing up, I mean, that was always a big deal when you had a bonfire and a weenie roast and all that kind of fun
marshmallows
stuff.
And all that.
Marshmallows, and you tend to remember all that. And like you say, Mary, it's just a really nice, relaxing into a day, or just to sit around the fire pit and just enjoy life.
Sometimes when I'm at the lake by myself, I've even done that where I've just gone outside and built a little fire and just sat outside and watch the moon come up and the stars, and with my little dog. And even if you are it's just something good to do for yourself.
Sure.
It can be very relaxing. And I know that if you live, in the city or something, then you do want to keep it contained. But
Sure.
and it's a great thing. We went camping and did a lot of things with our kids, and that's one of the things that they remember the most is campfire stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a great thing to do with your kids.
Sure, absolutely it is.
You can entertain your kids in the backyard and have a great time with a bag of marshmallows and a couple sticks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
You're not kidding. Package
all
of hot
good.
dogs, some buns.
There
and
you go.
You got it. You got
and
it.
it's
right
good.
there.
Let them cook their own hot
Oh,
dogs
yeah.
and burn up their own marshmallows.
Oh, yeah. And
Because that's typically what happens.
and that's when they're best.
Oh, yeah.
for
You got to
sure.
burn them up. So
Yeah, that's right. So we did have a caller that called in. I guess they didn't want to talk to us, but they wanted your name and contact info and where you guys are.
Okay. Like I said, my name is Bill Ragsdale with Fraley Masonry, and we are actually at 2726 North Biagio in Ozark, Missouri. And my phone number, my cell phone, is 343. Of course, that's 417 area code, but 343-3713. And then our office number, of course, is 582-1715. And you can call down there and ask for me if you'd like to, and we can arrange, come out and look at what you have and give you an idea. I do know right now, a lot of people are thinking about spring cleaning and some remodeling maybe changes, and we do a lot of that. We do offer the products for sale that if a person wants to do, the do-it-yourself thing.
Sure.
Or, like I said, we do offer a turnkey where that we can come and install. We do a lot of updates on fireplaces, inside fireplaces. Maybe you're wanting to change your look of your room a little bit or something. Even in bar areas, we've installed stone around the bars and different things, in homes. And so there's just a lot of different options that you could do to kind of change the look of your home, and it's always an upgrade, to do this. I've never known of anybody that has done this that said, well, that decreased the value of my home, by doing
Right.
it. So it
Yeah.
always seems like increases the value,
yeah.
and it gets people looking at things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, we had a question going to the stone. You mentioned the stone you carry, natural and
The
cultured.
Yes. Mhm.
What's the difference?
The cultured stone is a man-made stone. They take real stone and they make a mold from that, and then they take a concrete mixture of different things, and they pour it into that mold to where that it looks like the natural stone.
Right.
Now, a natural stone is just what it sounds like. It is the natural stone. We can get it what they call thin cut, which is going to be about an inch thick,
Right.
the face of the stone. And then also we can get it in the what they call a full bed stone, which is like 4.5 inches thick.
Wow.
And you can stack that onto like a brick ledge, just like like you would your brick. The cultured stone and the thin cut natural stone, you can put on a metal lath, a wire lath,
Right.
onto the building, and not necessarily have to have that brick ledge under it. So a lot of remodeling, things you can do with these other two stones that you don't necessarily have to go back and dig all the way down to the footing and
Right.
bring a brick ledge up and things.
Right. Now, if you did the full cut stone, that'd be pretty heavy.
It is pretty heavy. It is heavy. Yes. Actually, on a full bed stone, you get maybe 40 square foot out of a ton of that stone.
Wow.
So it is pretty heavy. Yeah.
I guess so.
I'd hope to tell you. Well, if you're going to use that, you want to make sure wherever you put it's where you want it to
Where you want
stay.
to stay. Yeah.
Because you're not going to pick it up and move it.
No, that is for sure. One question I got as far as the stone, like the cultured stone, when a person, we see a lot, especially a lot of new houses with a lot of stonework on them nowadays. What do people need to do to that to maintain it? Is there anything? Should they seal that? Is there a particular sealer you use on it? What do folks need to do?
Most of that you need to go back to the manufacturer's recommendation. You can seal the product. Most of our Centurion stone is made to where that they try to make it the most water resistant
Right.
as they can,
Sure.
moisture resistant. However, you do have your mortar joints in that, and that's where that you're going to get possibility of some moisture there. So it doesn't hurt to seal it. It kind of depends on what look a person wants. If you want the shiny look where it looks like it's wet all the time, or if you want a more natural look, then there's different sealers on the market that you can get. But I would recommend going back to your manufacturer's website, looking at that and knowing. And the website for the stone that we have is www.centurionstone.com.
Okay.
And they have the information on there of things like that.
Great. I'm looking at your website now for Fraley Masonry, and wow, there are some great pictures and stuff on here. We was talking about the outdoor fire pits and the pavers and stuff. You can get some really good ideas by just looking on here. It's really, really neat. Got a great website.
Well, thank you. Yes, and they've a lot of work has went into that, trying to update that and things, keeping it updated on different projects and things that we have. And we offer Centurion offers approximately 30 different styles of stone, and then the colors we can mix and match and order colors and different styles and things. So there's a lot of variables and a lot of options that a person can have in that.
Oh, there is. Like I say, just go to your website, FraleyMasonry.net, looks like. Like, see? And the older I get, the less I can. But anyhow, there's a product and info gallery. There's just all kinds of neat things on here where, like I say, you can get some great ideas. There's all kinds of things you can do to spruce up your home. Now's the time of the year to start thinking about doing that.
It is, yes. And you can do it inside, outside, both. As I said, this is one stone. Like I said, the cultured stone, you can do either one with. If you want to do just a column in front of your home or the front entrance of it,
Sure.
you can do it. Or if you want to redo, like I said, that fireplace inside. Maybe you're tired of looking at it and you want to make it look a little different.
Right. Now, something that we've started doing on a lot of our new construction that's kind of becoming more popular again, and that's stucco. Yins carry the supplies for the professional who that's going to do the stucco work. You carry supplies for that, right?
Yes. We carry the casing beads, the corner trims, things of that. All the expansion joints, we carry that. And of course, the wire lath, we do that as well. And then we also carry the actual product, the one-coat stucco mix that you use to apply to that as well.
Yeah. Now, is that something that anybody, if they're handy, could do, or do they really need to get a professional to do that?
You can probably do it if you're real handy. It's one of those things. As long as you read the instructions, and most of us men don't like to do that.
That's right.
But if you read the instructions and follow through with what the manufacturer recommends on it, you can. Sometimes a small job that you think is small can turn into something big.
Oh, yeah.
You wished you had gotten someone to do before it gets finished. I've ran into that myself.
Yeah, I have too. Absolutely.
So stucco's coming back on the for exteriors?
Yeah.
I wonder why. That's interesting to me.
And now, we went through a period back a few years ago. Everybody started using this EFA system or the Drive It, and it turned out to be a nightmare because 9 times out of 10 it wasn't properly installed. And that's what caused such an issue where people were having mold issues, and they pull this stuff off and their walls would be rotted out and stuff. And most of the folks that was putting it on really didn't know what they was doing, I think. And
well, don't you think that's true in most cases? Installation is 90% of the success of the product. Yeah,
absolutely.
So no, regardless of what the product is.
Right. But now we're starting to see. Dan, my boss, and I were out looking at some homes the other day. We were out in Eagles Gate, someplace. Anyway, we was looking at the different houses that had actual real stucco on them, and it's amazing. I mean, there's some builders out there that's building big houses that's using the stucco, the real stucco stuff.
Do you have to paint that?
You can mix a color in with the mix whenever you put that final coat on.
Yeah,
you can mix that in. Now, some people do still paint. I think the stucco.
I would think stucco would be tough to paint a house that was all stucco. I don't know.
I don't know whether it would or not. I never tried.
I've never tried either. So
Because I just want, from me growing up as back in Mansfield, and we had some houses that they were all the same color.
Yeah.
And once in a while, you'd see when someone wanted to change colors, they'd be out there, trying to paint it or whatever. So, but if you could mix a color in with the vinyl, then that's a neat a neat thing you can do. But I remember they were all white.
Yeah.
When if you had a stucko house, it was white.
It was white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, if you want a white house and want stucco, that'd work.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I just didn't know that was coming back so big now. I haven't seen a lot. But
I honestly I didn't either. And we had the guy who does a lot of our stone work, and he also does stucco. And he was telling us, he started doing a whole lot of it. So on a couple of houses, we said, let's try it. And I tell you what, folks really, really like that.
Is it more waterproof than like brick or something because there's no mortar joints? Or, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what the benefit of stucco would be over like brick or something like that.
I don't know if it would be any more waterproof or not. I
don't know.
I don't know. You would have to ask a stucco person on that product.
My guess is it's probably less porous than a mortar joint. Yeah. So it might be a little more waterproof. I don't know.
Yeah, I would say that it would be because of the final coat on there. Would have to be. You would have to have the moisture repellent within it.
I see.
Yeah.
And stucco, I think, is just kind of made for it to do that.
I think Gary's trying to tell us we got to take a break.
I think so.
He keeps inserting the music like, okay, guys, knock it off.
Pay attention to me. Pay attention. So, well, this is Home Repairs and Solutions right here on AM 560 KWTO. We'll be back right after this. Now, if you've got a problem and you don't know what to do, your siding's going bad and you're plagued with green mildew. Well, your faucets, they all drip, and your sinks are all clogged up too. Well, there's no need to worry. I'll tell you what you can do. Just call Home Repairs and Solutions. Home Repairs and Solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house. They'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home Repairs and Solutions.
Here's news on the Ozarks News Network. A 17-year-old is behind bars after he allegedly made several incendiary devices. Clayton Wells of Shell Knob is a student at Blue Eye School. Deputies went to the boy's home and found one device. The Springfield Bomb Squad disabled it. 2 more devices were found in the possession of a pair of juveniles who also attended school in Blue Eye. Police in Joplin are investigating what they consider a homicide. 65-year-old Jerry Lofton was found dead in an apartment on West 24th Street. And the Andy Williams Moon River Theater has named a new head of operations. He's Jimmy Osmond, the youngest of the singing Osmond brothers. Osmond will be booking acts and handling business operations at the theater. For the Ozarks News Network, I'm Arlen Summers.
And join us for America's First News, Monday through Saturday at 6:05 a.m. on the Wall Street Journal this morning on AM 560 KWTO.
Clouds and sunshine throughout the day. Today it will be breezy with a high near 70, then a partly cloudy night, low 40. Couple of showers tomorrow, otherwise mostly cloudy, high 66, and a low tomorrow night of 42. Breezy and cooler for Sunday with periods of rain, high of 45, but temperatures will fall into the middle 30s. Then partly sunny skies return Monday, a milder day with a high around 60. I'm AccuWeather's Kevin Snyder.
It's 57 degrees at AM 560 KWTO.
Not every great sports moment happens during primetime. At Buffalo Wild Wings, we reward those diehard fans who stay up to catch it all by keeping our kitchen open late. Everything from wings to burgers and nachos. Whether it's an East Coast crowd catching the end of a West Coast game or a life-changing triple overtime thriller, we're there with you until the end with hand-spun wings in one of our 16 signature sauces and 5 seasonings and 20-plus beers on tap. Great things happen at night, especially here.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Students, when I call the reason for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Too tired, family trip, sick day, starting the holidays early.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
I said my roof it leaks, my rug's a mess, and my front door needs a new knob. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, you need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house, they'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home repairs and solutions.
And welcome back to Home Repairs and Solutions, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air, your authorized Amana dealer. The hosts are Mary Pearson and Mark Withers. And if you would like to be part of the show, if you have any home repair question, especially if it has to do with stone today, but we take any question, call 862-9977 or 1-800-375-0056. Or if you're in the habit of texting, the phone number is...
The phone number is 417-838-3192, and you can get a hold of us that way. And I did have one text, and he said, I'm sending you this text so you have one text. That was it.
Okay.
Thoughtful individual.
All righty. There we go.
So
we do know that it works. So if you want to send a text, it works.
That's right. So that's exactly what he said.
Okay.
So.
You just never know.
You don't.
Just never know. We love doing live radio. It's so much fun. We never know what's going to happen.
It is.
Has to keep us on our toes.
Absolutely.
Can't be sleeping during this show, Mark.
I have before.
Not with me.
Not with you. No, I'll tell this real quick. Years ago, when we were over at the when KWTO was over in the Corporate Squares building, Tom Ladd was doing what Gary does, and the guy that I used to do the show with, his name was Carol. He'd come down from Clinton, Missouri, and when a caller would call in and ask something, Carol would give these long, drawn out. It was hilarious. Yeah, and he would do everything with his hands. You know, he'd build whatever. And we were up on the top floor, and we went and ate a big lunch, and the sun was coming in. I was sitting there in the sun, and a caller calls in, and Carol's giving this big old long explanation, and Tom Ladd's sitting there watching me. He knew what was going to happen, and I dozed off. And you know how you'll doze off and you'll kind of catch yourself, and I did, and Tom's sitting there just laughing, and Carol, about that time, he looks at me and says, what do you think about that? And I'm like, sounds good to me, Carol. I didn't have a clue what he was. And Tom was just rolling in the floor. I mean, so I half fell asleep on the show.
Yeah, well, it'll be worse than that. You do that on this show.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to you, Mary. So, not at all.
No.
You'd reach over and slap me.
Well, no, but I might pinch you and make you squeal.
So if you hear me, you'll know that I fell asleep. Mary woke me up.
And I pinched him.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we're visiting with Bill Ragsdale from Fraley Masonry today, and we're talking about things that you can do to spruce up your home, or if you're building a new home. There's nothing any more beautiful than a house built of brick or stone. I mean, it looks so good. And, you guys are carrying Brow brick down there now.
Yeah, we're carrying Boral brick.
Boral.
Yeah. And we do have that. And we also offer brick from Statesville brick and Cherokee brick as well.
Okay.
It's more of a specialty type brick, a little different sizes. The Boral brick is king-size brick, which was for many years the standard in the industry for homes and different things. And so we do carry that. And we offer probably 15 different colors and patterns of that, 15 to 20. It comes from Muskogee, Oklahoma. They have a plant there, and so it's close to us. Kind of keep things local best we can, And,
I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. Had to do that. I just couldn't.
Just couldn't resist,
could you?
That.
No, I couldn't.
Made him think of a song.
That's right. But so really, Fraley is your one-stop shop for your masonry products, because you not only you carry everything to install the product as well as the product, so you can get it all right there.
Exactly. That's true. We do. We carry, like I said, everything, all your masonry, the sand, angle iron for the windows. We have everything that you need. We try to take care of everybody the best we can. That.
Right.
And, because and today with fuel prices and things the way it is, you don't want to be driving everywhere.
Absolutely.
To do shopping.
Yeah,
that's
so
if
for
we
sure.
can do it all in one stop, then that's it.
Yeah. Now tell folks how to find you guys down there.
The easiest way, and it is a little difficult to find, if you're driving down 65 from Springfield to Ozark, if you're getting down close to Ozark, you'll see our sign there on the right-hand side with a big Centurion sign there with Fraley Masonry. If you go on to the next exit, which is the Jackson Street exit there at Ozark where Campbell Ford is at, if you'll turn there and come back north on the outer road would be on the west side of 65 there by the Ford car dealership, and come back up to us, and we actually sit between that street. I believe that's 20th Street and 65 Highway.
65.
And
You're very visible from 65 Highway, though.
We are,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's difficult finding us once you see us.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Figuring out which road to get you back around
exactly.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
And what hours are you guys open?
7:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And we do special appointments on Saturday. If you'll call me and you know, if you can't make it in on you know, on those hours, if you'll call, then you know, we can set up a time for Saturday. We can come.
I have a question for you. Are you going to be doing the Ozark Showcase? Do you guys ever set up there or anything at the end of this month?
No,
okay.
we do not.
Because
No,
I was going to say, if you're going to be there, then folks could come there and meet you there. And
We normally do the home show here in Springfield, and then we do the remodeling show, which is out at the fairgrounds, I believe, in October normally is when they do it.
Yeah.
And we do that. And then we, the gentleman that takes care of a lot of the pavers and things, the outdoor, he normally sets up at the lawn and garden show. We have a booth there. And so,
Right.
So we do those. And then we also have another store down in Springdale, Arkansas. So if anybody's down in that area, you know, we have a store down there. It's Builder's Stone there at Springdale, Arkansas. And so our company has branched out, you know. So.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's still pretty local.
It is. It
Arkansas
is.
is still pretty local,
Yep.
and we broadcast that far, so
We
that's
do.
local.
We do, absolutely. So we do have a caller holding on. Let's talk to Gloria. Go ahead, Gloria.
Oh, she's gone.
Is
Uh-oh, did
Gloria-
we lose her?
Did we lose Gloria?
What'd you do, Gary?
Gary,
Well, we
hung up
lost
on
Gloria.
Well, doggone it, I'll tell you.
Never know about that guy, I'm telling you.
I know, that's for sure.
Well, maybe she'll call back.
Yep, I bet she will.
But you know, while we were off the air there, we were talking a little bit about the different weights on the stone and things. And the cultured stone is, you know, quite a bit lighter than the natural stone. You know, we were kind of talking about the remodeling and things, you know, and so a lot of people think, you know, that, well, this is going to be too much weight to put inside my home or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And really it's not. You know, the cultured stone, you can figure about 10 pounds per square foot, you know, and in most instances that's, you know, would be about like setting a china cabinet full of dishes there, you know. And, you know, we don't think anything about that.
Well, no.
You know. So,
Or waterbed. Well, I don't think we do waterbeds anymore, but, you know. a lot
No,
of
but
weight
back
there.
in the day, there was a lot of weight, sure.
Yeah. But, you know, and I've gone into old houses that had old, you know, natural stone fireplaces, and they wasn't built properly, and I've seen the floors almost, you know,
They're
sink
sinking,
in. Yeah.
bowing down and stuff.
But the culture stone I think would be great.
Yes.
Because of, you know, the weight and stuff. It's just not
And, you know,
there.
if you have a particular room in your house, maybe you have a den or a family room or something like that you just want to maybe change up a little bit and add a little bit of warmth to.
Yeah.
Anytime you can do anything that with stone or something like that gives it a more natural feel, it'll warm it up and just makes it feel a little more homey and warm. And I really like natural woods and stones and even cultured stone. I think that is a really neat look, especially we did that to our daughter's house. Accented the corners with that. We put a brick. She's got a brick front, and we did that just to break it up a little bit, and it just gives it a neat look. And if you're just wanting to do accents or something, if you have a brick home and you want to dress it up and put some accents on there, it doesn't take a lot to accent it and just give it a little different look.
Sure.
And it's not a big expense, or it's not going to take, 10 years of your life to pay for it or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you're pretty handy, that might be something that you could even do yourself if you're that type of a handy homeowner.
Right. And, you know, the culture stone will adhere right to brick, won't it?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Yes, it will stick right to brick if you use the right masonry products. And that's one thing we do have advantage also. We do offer pre-mix products, masonry products, especially for stone. You know, so it has little extra additives in there to make
Sure.
it adhere to the brick and things. You know,
Yeah, if
so-
you're going to do that, please use the correct adhesive.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Otherwise, it might not work so good.
That's true. That's true. Let's give out our numbers again, Mary, just in case anybody is sitting out there thinking they may just tuned in and think, boy, we'd like to find out more about this masonry stuff.
Yeah.
You can do it at 862-9977, 1-800-375-0056. If you're a Verizon customer, star 56, or send us a text at 417-838-3192. So
Yeah, we always say the best time to ask us the question is when we have the expert here.
That's right. And
next week, if you think of a masonry question, you can call and ask us, but the expert probably won't be here next week.
And don't wait till the last 30 seconds of
the show, because we can't get you on.
Yeah, that's right. You know, so call or text or whatever now. But
yeah, we're down to about 11 minutes left. So,
Yes, we are.
So if you have a question, you need to be dialing the phone.
Do it now. Do it now. Call in right now. If somebody's building a new house, can they bring a set of plans into you, or will you come out on the job and measure and kind of direct them what they need and take care of them that way?
Yeah, we can do either one. If they have a set of plans, we can do a takeoff there at the office. You know, if they have already have the home framed, you know, we can come out and do a estimate there on the job. You know, we can look at it, kind of go over with them, and you know, find out what they want. You know, what the architect has drawn.
Sure.
Whoever drawed the the plans up. Give them different ideas. You know, in fact, I talked to a builder yesterday. He had a set of plans, just it was a reduction set that he had, size of a newspaper, or just notebook paper.
Right.
And he said, I want to put stone here, and what do you think, needs to be added, you know? And so, kind of gave him some ideas of what to put on the rest of the house, kind of balance it out.
Sure.
And so he was going today to pick out the brick and stuff for it, and then we'll get together and we'll match what stone goes with the brick and go with that. So we offer a lot of that. I am out and about as a salesperson, so if you want to give me a call, I can meet you, whatever we need to do to take care of it.
If you're building a house and you're not using a contractor and you're wanting to put it all together on your own, most people, I would imagine, have a budget. And they have a certain amount of money that they can spend for their entire home. So if they come with you and they say, okay, for the exterior, we've budgeted X amount of dollars, I would imagine you'd be able to guide them as to, okay, for that much money, here are your options. If you want to add stone, if you want to do brick, this we can put together this package within this budget for you.
Yeah, we can sit down with them and work on a lot of that, and do it. It seems like today with everything, the prices of things, it's very easy to go over budget.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have to be careful with that, and we will, we'll sit down and we'll say, well, okay, we need to maybe change this to do this or whatever, and to try to keep person into the budget that they have,
Sometimes I think that's a good direction to go, because if you sit down and tell someone, this is our budget, show me what's in my budget, then if you're just walking around out there, invariably you're going to pick out the thing that you cannot afford.
Sure.
I mean, that is just Murphy's Law. Yeah. And then you kind of have this disappointment situation.
Yeah.
So if you can go in and take your plans in, or have them meet you, like you said, if you've already got it framed up and you're ready to do something, say, here's our budget. What can we do that will help us stay in this budget? Because building a house can be, if you're not careful and if you're not good at staying on budget, and if you're just out picking things that you like and try to make that fit the budget, that usually doesn't work very well.
Right.
And I would imagine with all of the different things that you have out there, you can probably find something that everyone is going to like and help them stay within that budget.
Yeah, we'll do our best. We'll do our best to do that. Yeah.
There are lots of options and lots of products to work with. So.
Yeah, and as you mentioned that a while ago, we have displays there in the showroom of our natural stone and the cultured stone as well, as plus displays outside there that you can look at. And so, a lot of people will come in and they will immediately go to maybe one type of stone, and it may be in a different price range than what they can actually afford. Well, we work with them and try to find something the same style, color, whatever in the cultured stone or something. Maybe they've been thinking about natural stone, but it's too expensive, so we try to help them find, the cultured stone. And that's one thing too with natural stone. We're limited to what the good Lord's put in the ground.
That's
on
right.
That,
that's why it's called natural.
Yeah, and the colors will vary.
Sure.
We have displays there of it, but whenever that stone comes from the dealer, or the supplier, it may have a different tone because it changes.
Yeah,
it's been in the ground longer, or it's been above ground longer. It's been all those things are going to vary the looks and the colors of everything.
Yeah.
But
we had this conversation just a couple days ago with my cabinet guy on granite.
That's what I was going to say. Granite's the same way.
Granite's the same way. We because we have a little showroom now that we bring people to. When we're working with them on building them a house, and we were talking about the fact that the granite. This slab of granite may come from Afghanistan or someplace, all over the world, and it's all natural. When they saw it off the side of that mountain, it's going to
get what you
get. So there will be color differences. The veins
are different,
and everything.
Or you might have a piece. Our neighbor bought a piece, and it was interesting because they went in and looked at it, and then when they ordered it in, part of it was a darker color, than what they thought.
Sure,
I mean, it's going to vary quite a bit. So you can get close, but you can't get exact when you're talking about natural type products like that.
You're exactly right. So
we have Gloria back on the air.
Yes, go ahead, Gloria.
How you doing, Mary?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Fine. I don't mean to not acknowledge the man there, but hey, listen, who puts in a good shower?
What kind of shower do you want?
I want a shower that's safe for a 75-year-old woman to walk in with the heavy sliding glass doors.
Okay, so you're not wanting like a stone or brick or like a big walk-in shower. You just want to. Are you wanting to take your tub out and replace it with the shower?
Yes. I think I might have steel tubs.
Who did we have on here?
Well, I know as far as the really good heavy door. National Home Products.
That's who I was trying to say. National Home Products.
They could help you out with that. And they have a great showroom right across from the Battlefield Mall.
National Home Products, yes.
Yeah.
I would go talk to those folks, Gloria.
Yep, that's what I would do.
Where do I reach them at?
They are right across from the Battlefield Mall in the Brentwood Shopping Center. And they have a real nice showroom there. And Monica is...
Monica and Andy, and I have their number.
Okay.
The number I have is 417-731-3220. That might be one of them cell phone number. I'm not sure.
No, that's their...
Is that their store?
Yep,
okay.
Sure is.
Repeat that again, please.
Yes, ma'am. It's 417-731-3220.
Okay, and their names are?
Monica and Andy.
Okay.
And they'll be able to help you out with that, Gloria.
Well, I'll tell you what I do every time I take a shower, and it's a step-in tub, and it's steel, and it's nice. But I always take my phone with me because I see these commercials,
in case you fall or something, sure.
And I take my phone and I put it right there on the side of the bathtub.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I think, and I know you guys install the handles, Nat.
Yes, they do.
I had a walk-in before, and I just love that.
Me too. I think that is the best.
You know how to keep the glass doors clean?
I don't have any glass doors, but how do you do that?
Well, I don't think I ever told you this before, but I saw this a long time ago, and I did have a nice home, and I had sliding glass doors. And you take a shower, and you put it inside the doors, and they never get dirty.
Oh, okay.
You never have to clean the doors.
Yeah.
Wash them down or nothing else. Keeps everything immaculate, the slides,
I'll bet it does, yeah.
And if you just wipe them down once a year, that's fine.
Yeah.
Take a pretty shower. If you got clear glass, you use a turquoise or any color you want, and that's what you do.
That would work. That would make sense.
It works great.
Yep. Well, I would call.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, I would call them and visit with them, and I'm sure they would be able to help you out.
Yep. Sure would.
Okay, I think she left. She's gone.
Yep. Thank you, Gloria.
Thanks, Gloria.
Yeah. Bill, before time gets away from us, tell folks how they can get a hold of y'all again.
You can contact me, like I said, on my cell phone. It's 417-343-3713. Call me. I will set up an appointment, do whatever we need to do with that. Our office number is, of course, 417-582-1715. The showroom there is at 2726 North Biagio in Ozark. And so we'd be glad to have you contact us. We'll try to take care of you in any way we can.
Give out their website address because there's some beautiful stuff on this website.
Yeah, FraleyMasonry.net. That's Fraley, FraleyMasonry.net. Yep. Oh, they got a great
Give you some
website.
great ideas, some beautiful indoor pictures, outdoor pictures. So look on the website and then give these folks a call. Maybe you're looking to do something outside. Maybe you want to spruce up a deck, put in a fire pit or whatever.
Yeah.
They've got some outdoor pictures on there as well that are really, really nice. So get on there and take a look and then give them a call.
Bill will come over and build it for you. I seen him out there the other day working in his
I don't
yard
think he's
raking.
going to build it for you.
Oh,
But he will find a good installer if you need one.
I bet he will.
Exactly.
That's
That's
right.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That would really cost you if I come and built it, let me tell you.
if it's like me, it would cost you and it'd take a long time to get it
Yes.
done. We better
Yeah.
start now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thank you so much, Bill. It was great to have you on today. Lots of good information.
Well, thank
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Thank you for
So,
having me.
Love to have you come back with us again.
Okay.
So appreciate that.
What you got going on?
We got our big jam tonight.
I
out
thought
at,
you did.
River Bluff Fellowship, and so we're going to be out there tonight. And gonna go see the grandson tomorrow. I haven't seen him for a couple
Good.
weeks.
Fun.
And me and my son Anthony, we're working on a new little group, trying to get it going.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're gonna be
Might have an announcement for a new music group here
we
coming
might
up.
have,
You never
we
know.
might have, yeah,
might be
that's
selling
right.
CDs in a week. You never know.
I don't think that quick, that's for sure. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing this weekend. How about you?
Well, my sister and I are going to be at the Expo tomorrow.
Yes.
So if it starts raining and you need something fun to do, come and see us. We'll be out there with Dogwood Printing, and it's at the Nixa High School from 9 to 3. It's free admission. And there's not much free in this world anymore.
No, that's for sure.
So come out and check out all the local businesses with products and services right here in your backyard. You might find something you need you didn't know
There
was
you go.
available local.
I bet you will.
So, and if you come out, make sure you look for the big 9-foot banner that says Dogwood Printing. Come by. We'd love to meet you.
Oh, that would be awesome. Hope folks get out to see you. This is Home Repairs and Solutions, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air, your local Amana dealer. Be sure and give them a call and check out that Smart Chip if you want to save money on
That's
your
right.
heating and air conditioning. We're heard every Friday morning from 10 to 11 right here on AM 560 KWTO.